deep. I am Professor Aronnax. My job is to study everything dead or alive under the sea. I see beautiful and ugly things down there. But there is one strange experience that stays in my mind like a nightmare. It was 1867. Some sailors said that they saw a dangerous giant monster living in the cold waters of the ocean. Some ships tried to find it and kill it, but they never returned. People said it looked like a whale.
It was 300 feet long. Water came out of its back. It was like a big underwater explosion.
The largest whale was only 180 feet long, and if these men were right, this was even larger. I was famous because I was the writer of a book called The Mysteries of the Great Ocean Depths. When the captain of the American ship, the Abraham Lincoln, decided to leave and look for the monster, he asked me to go with them as an expert. The idea was very exciting. I invited my faithful assistant and good friend, Conseil, to go with me. He always helps me to organize the names and places of the wonderful, strange sea creatures that we find in the oceans of the world. He accepted the invitation and we got ready to go. The Abraham Lincoln left New York Harbor on the 3rd of July, 1867. 500,000 people were there to say goodbye. Ned Land, the famous whale killer, was also on the ship. Farragut, the captain of the ship, was a strong and brave man. When we first met, he shook my hand and smiled at me.
Don't worry. The ocean isn't big enough for both the sea monster and me. I'll kill it or it'll kill me. All I know is that one of us will die.
I didn't like this idea, but I didn't say anything at the time. We sailed for 3 months, and we never saw the creature once. The men wanted to find and kill the sea monster, but after all this time, everyone on the ship started to believe that there was no monster. And then, it happened. It was nighttime, and we were 200 miles off the coast of Japan when suddenly Ned Land, the harpooner, cried out,
There it is! Don't lose it! I want it dead or alive!
The men on the ship began to run and shout.
Get the rope! Prepare the cannons!
The creature looked as if it was asleep. We could see it because there was a strange light under the water. Then, a cannon fired at the monster. A cannonball hit it, but it didn't move. Captain Farragut didn't know what to do.
My God! If a cannon can't kill this monster, what can?
Just then, I saw Ned Land with his harpoon in his hands climbing to the front of the ship. Everyone watched him silently. I saw the harpoon leave his hand and hit the giant creature right in its back. Water shot out of the wound. Its force knocked me right out of the ship into the dark, cold ocean. Chapter 2. Saved from the Ocean. I found myself underwater. It was very cold, and I tried hard to get to the top and breathe. When my head was finally above the waves, I saw that the Abraham Lincoln was more than 100 feet away.
Help! Help!
No one could hear me. My clothes felt heavy in the water. I felt something touch me on the leg. I was terrified. I thought it was a shark, or even the monster.
Sir, are you all right, sir?
Thank God, it was my faithful assistant, Conseil. Conseil, my boy, what are you doing?
When I saw you fall into the water, sir, I felt it was my duty to follow you.
But why did you risk your life to save mine?
Your life, sir, is more important than mine.
Thank you. You are a true friend. But what happened to the ship?
I'm afraid the whale hit the ship, sir. It can't turn around.
It was true. The Abraham Lincoln moved away from us. It couldn't turn back. It was dark, and we knew that we had to stay in the water for the night. We hoped that in the morning, someone from the ship could see us, if we were still alive. We were tired. We tried to help each other swim. The moon came out from behind the clouds, and we saw that the Abraham Lincoln was too far away. Just then, we felt we couldn't swim any longer. At that moment, I touched something hard. I thought it was a rock, but then I realized it was metal. Conseil and I held onto it, and then we heard a voice.
Hey, over here!
It was Ned Land's voice, but we couldn't see him. We tried to move onto this strange metal object to get close to him.
It's me, Ned. Ned Land.
Did you fall into the water too?
I sure did, and it was a good thing I landed on this. I landed on the monster.
Monster? You mean we're on the monster?
Yes, and it's moving. Only it's no monster, it's a ship.
He was right. What all of us thought was a large whale was a 300-foot-long underwater ship. Ned sat on a platform which was on top of the ship. We knocked on the ship's sides, but they were too thick, and no one heard us. We heard the noise of the ship's engine.
I only hope it doesn't go under the water.
The mysterious ship began to sink before Ned finished his sentence.
Help! Help! Help!
Suddenly, the ship stopped sinking. A short man in strange black clothes opened a secret door on the top of the ship. When he saw us, he ran back inside, frightened. 2 minutes later, 6 large men with black masks came out, took us by the arms, and took us down inside the ship.